Welcome, guys. You're watching Heist 2 Productions video, and it's your host, Mango Chingo.
And fry the B.I.
Enjoy.
Mic test 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start off. So we have thing 1 and 2 with us on top of us too. If you guys would like to introduce yourself a little bit.
Hello, my name's Thing 1, first timer. Happy to be here.
Is this your actually first time ever being recorded, like with your audio,
It is.
or just in general?
In general, first time here, sitting in a beach chair.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the camera's being off, it helps you a little bit because a lot of people do get camera shy. It's a hard thing to deal with. Even like I'm still kind of bad at it. But so today we're gonna talk about my first story. Not my first story, but we're gonna talk about another story about my roommate Jake, because obviously, if the stories don't stop, he's not gonna stop. Obviously. This is another time that he pretty much almost got my door kicked down to like 20 people. And to be quite like frank, it's really not deserving because how the whole situation even started wasn't even had anything to do with him. How it actually originally started was one of my roommates, his little brother came and visited him. And I mean, not like little, like 6 or 7, you know, he's like an 18-year-old. And it's already in the middle of the night, we're already drunk. And like we used to have a thing to throwing shit off our balcony. It was really bad. Yeah, as bad as that sounds, it's really bad. We threw like glass bottles, like anything we could find, plates. We threw one of my broken TVs off my balcony.
Bro!
Yeah. I mean, it's because we just had the balcony. We're on the 3rd floor. Why not? Or I mean, it was bad. All right. Anyway, so I think we were doing that at that time, and I didn't realize about my roommate's brother, but like he's a freak of nature, and he literally threw a water bottle from my balcony to the street over almost. But the thing is, we didn't notice until the water bottle almost lands, is it almost hits somebody. And that somebody had an issue with that automatically, saw it was us, and came up to us. And then they start sitting there on our balcony. They come up to the front of my apartment, and where we're sitting, we can see the street. And he comes up to it and he sees all of us on the balcony, and they automatically know it's us, and they start talking and arguing with us, obviously, because they're like, what the fuck, why would you do that? That could have really hurt someone, and blah, blah, blah. And like, we're all laughing and joking about it because it's just like a plastic water bottle that's not really full. And like, they got really serious, and we're just like, we're like, fuck you. Yeah. We're just like, fuck you, pretty much. And they're just like, all right, bet. And then he leaves, and 5 minutes later, like 20 to 30 people show up. And that's when my roommate came out, and he was already belligerent drunk, so like he was just like, he sees an opportunity, and he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it, I guess, in his head, right? So he starts defending us, and they start arguing. And this is where I'm gonna play the first clip, the full clip through, because this is when the people came, and this is when he came out, and we all started arguing. Of course, a ratchet girl in there too. Yo, listen to me. But if you want me to bring my Richmond niggas over here, you'll be fucking drunk. All right, he just said that to a bunch of black dudes, and he's white. First of all,
He said
the
bunch of my Richmond niggas.
Yeah, bro, he just said that in front of a bunch of black people, and he's white as hell. So I think that more or less.
And this guy looks like a cheesesteak, bro. He's built like a fucking toothpick.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's
Have you
tall.
seen Toy Story?
Yeah.
You know the little stick figure guy? A little spoon.
The fork.
The fork.
Forky.
The sporky.
Yeah, that's kind of does what he
That's
looks like.
exactly what he's built like.
Yeah. So, I mean, first of all, I want to ask you guys, what entices somebody to go get 20 people to start an argument with somebody on a balcony? Like,
Probably like if somebody like threw something in my head, like.
I mean, okay, but you have to think about it. First of all, that throw was impressive. Okay, it like so.
That throw was in the NFL.
No, it was because the thing is, it goes. My balcony's here. There's a street. There's two houses and like a mini pathway in between, and then the next street, right? That person was walking in between the two houses in the pathway, and it fell right in front of them. Basically, it didn't hit them, and it's like a plastic bottle too. So I mean, like, I don't know what it. I think alcohol, obviously, because that was 3 a.m, but yeah. So that's also the next thing. Like, I'm surprised the cops didn't come at all.
Can you imagine living in that apartment complex and then you hear all that screaming and look out your window and you just see 30
Was that
people?
here?
Yeah.
I mean, considering the area.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
no.
this neighborhood, not
this
here.
I mean,
neighborhood.
not this neighborhood, but just
Definitely by the.
general
It's by the
area we're living.
university.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was by the university. So like,
Freshman.
I think that was a Friday or Saturday too. So that might also be why people were up at 3 a.m. But what I want to think about is where do those people come from? Because I saw them go up my street and like behind a car, like they were just waiting there or something.
It's like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, so that's the first thing that was coming to my mind when I see all them pull up, right? But like on top of that as well, that ratchet girl that was enticing everything, because she was doing most of the talking to him towards the end. That's the thing, and I think she was kind of encouraging them to like engage more into that violence.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they were simping.
I mean, I guess 20 dudes for one girl, yeah. But the thing is, so after that, like I said, after that argument climaxes, they literally they're just like they got tired of arguing, I guess, and I just see all of them rushing to my staircase in my apartment, and they literally find my apartment and they start like kicking it down, and so like me and my roommates pretty much held the door, and I'm just like at that point I'm just like thinking about like what happens when this door comes down, right?
What have I done?
Yeah. Well, I didn't even do anything. I just live there.
He said, I'm in the clear.
Yeah. Whoa. Not to them.
What the fuck is going on?
So I was low key scared, but I'm glad one of my roommates was a bodybuilder because he was at the front holding the door. So like he was
off 20 people.
Oh, there's stories about him. He's done stuff like that with his fraternity. So like I don't know if he could fight all of them, but I was behind him with a knife, just ready to go. I mean,
Okay, this took a turn.
I mean, you have to really think about it. My life's being threatened.
Why are you holding the knife like this?
I'm not.
That doesn't give you any leverage.
He probably has a chef now. Well, yeah, because it's like.
I think I had a kitchen knife. Not like.
Get back.
Yeah, but like.
You're like jousting.
Honestly, I'm surprised my door held too. I'm really surprised about that. That's the most impressive thing too about those apartments. I guess they can withstand a lot of commodity. Is that the word?
I don't know.
A lot of stress from people trying to kick it down. That deadbolt really worked. Honestly, what I was thinking is the frame of my door was gonna break and they were gonna come in that way. And like I said, I only grabbed a knife because of my life's being threatened at that point. There's 20 of them that I'm assuming. I don't know if they have weapons or not, you know?
Yeah.
So, like...
All good points.
I'm just, I mean, that's the point I would make to the officer, even though I'd probably just get arrested anyways. Because I'm brown.
Richmond niggas.
Oh my god, bro. I don't know why he said that. Literally, the whitest person says that to a bunch of black people. It entices them even more to come try to beat our ass.
Why Richmond?
Bro, I don't... He's not even from Richmond.
Like any closer?
Wait 4 hours.
I know.
For them to go.
He's not even from
They'll be
Richmond.
here.
He's not even from Richmond.
I know.
He's from New York.
That's too far though.
Yeah, I
His
know.
closest connection was clearly Richmond.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what goes through people's heads. And that dude's older. He was like 27 at that time. Yeah, a 27-year-old's acting like that. Men.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Men, right?
This girl that I used to
That's
talk to,
pretty good.
she was at her friend's apartment building, and they started a fight with somebody who lived across from them over at Green Hill. And she found some random pipe laying on the fucking ground and shoved it up her sleeve to go over there. And I was like, what are you doing? I was like, stop it. You're the one starting the fight. Why are you taking a pipe?
That's wild.
Well, that's crazy.
That's wild. Those apartments I lived at are cursed. I think just because so many people that have the same mindset live in there.
It's because you're down the street, dude.
I know. It's because
like those 4 streets right there. Like,
I wonder if like the first party I ever went to was there because I watched a guy get his head bashed in over an air conditioning unit outside. First 5 minutes I'm there, I'm like 17. I'm like, yeah, party at a college. And this huge fight breaks out, and this guy's head gets bashed in, and then they're like, we're leaving and we're bringing back a gun, and I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I hid in the bathroom of some random's apartment.
Oh my god.
For 2 hours while they screamed and pulled guns. I love it here.